Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Tom Brady and the Dallas Cowboys.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Everybody, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Screenplay. Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Burrow will throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a draw play for Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. First down, it's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run with a tight end. It's Olsen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Greg Olsen taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
To Todd Gurley. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one.
7.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give the small roll. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
L.A. readies for its next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive with Ware. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird.
That's good for a charger.
You never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
2nd and 11 now. From off of play action. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA. Cedric Wilson, 65 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A run with Smallwood. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Preseason. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll try and run down here for Preseason. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Smallwood. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
At the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Rivers. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
first down. It's Ware. He made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And it's taken in at the 9. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. And caught left side, Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cowboy first down.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Smallwood, the ball.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's brought down at the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. He hits his running back, Preseason. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And the lead is now 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Chargers 14. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The throw right side is complete here in the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And he finds Spencer Ware complete. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a second down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. From the gun, it's From. That's caught by Ware. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Hunter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But
and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the shotgun, here's From. He's got this to his running back, Spencer Ware. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the shotgun, here's From. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easier for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. Man, they just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Smallwood. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Man, they just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick.
Here's Evans. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Chargers 6-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Preseason on the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. makes it a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Ware. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Spencer Ware slow to get up. And we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll throw on first down to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At their 49-yard.
Off the play fake. Here's Fromm. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
From sack.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Fromm to throw. Dropping it off underneath. Here's Pirine. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run Smallwood. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And off comes to Smallwood. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, first down.
Now Rivers. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Chargers, 22.
The shotgun handoff to Brosize. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Third and inches.
Right back to Preseason. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Play fake. Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Smallwood. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd. Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Play fake. Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Smallwood. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd. Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2-yard goal.
brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
14.
On first down from into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now from to pass on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird.
That's good.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's from into the hands of Bird over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. 1st and 10 from. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and 10. Looking to throw from. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Coup now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Rivers. He gets it in the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cowboys.
They'll run with Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad, but the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Going right back to Smallwood. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that is caught. Down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up
Going right back to Smallwood. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that is caught. Down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up
Going right back to Smallwood. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Keyshawn Johnson there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing is from. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us up to the out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the gun, it's throw incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Thrum. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run again on first down with Smallwood. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. First down there on a pick up the 25. So now on 2nd and 1. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. A run with Smallwood. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you get the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening